Hi, and welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about your first response paper. I've just posted the assignment sheet. I encourage you to print it out, study the assignment sheet carefully, and then follow the instructions closely. First of all, be sure you read that part that explains what a response paper is. This is not a research paper. You can do research if you want to as part of it, but if you do, you must include it, you must quote it, and you must cite it correctly, including both the in-text citation and the works cited page, formatted according to MLA. What I'd rather have are just your thoughts, your carefully worded, your fully thought out thoughts about the assignment. Now, you can pick any aspect of the poem Gilgamesh that you want, but don't try to do too much, and please don't do a summary of the poem. What I'm looking for is one particular aspect and then your reaction to it. For example, a pretty simple one would be the monsters, the bull of heaven, Humbaba, these monsters that appear, even some of Gilgamesh's dreams contain monsters in them. And so what do you think they represent? Why were monsters back then different than they are today? What do monsters mean? Are they real? Are they just an evil force? Have we always had monsters among us? Are we working to overcome monsters still? Just what do you think about the monsters in Gilgamesh? Now, the way you write your paper is also very important. What you don't want to say is, in Gilgamesh, there's a monster called Humbaba. I think Humbaba represents such and such. I believe Humbaba is the embodiment of. Don't say I think, I feel, I believe. Take out all the first person pronouns and simply put Humbaba represents vanity. Humbaba represents the personification of these abstract negative feelings. Tell me what you think, but don't use first person point of view. When you use first person point of view, and especially in a paper like this, you're making it sound very subjective and very limited. When you switch it to third person and simply say Humbaba is the personification of human fears, then it sounds more objective and more authoritative. Good college level writing. I encourage you to get used to that. Of course, your paper has to be on topic all the way through. So, and please don't use Gilgamesh as the title of your paper. The title needs to reflect the contents, not the assignment. Be sure that your thesis, last sentence of the introduction, clearly states what you're talking about, and you should include the title Gilgamesh in the thesis. Now don't forget, the poem Gilgamesh is always italicized. The character Gilgamesh is not. It's capitalized but not italicized. Break your topic down into 2 or 3, maybe 4 pieces or parts, and then put each one in a separate paragraph. Be sure each paragraph starts with a good topic sentence, and each topic sentence supports the thesis. Basic freshman academic writing skills. Of course, you want an introduction. The thesis should be the last sentence of the introduction. You want a conclusion that sums up, restates, renames with no new ideas. And of course, good grammar, good spelling, good punctuation. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to let me know. Now, I'm happy to look at a rough draft, but if you'll send me an outline of your rough draft, I can probably give you better ideas. Also, if you wait too late, don't forget, if you send me a rough draft the day before it's due, it may take me 24 hours to look at it and get back to you, and then you won't have time to make the corrections. All right? Finally, and this has just become a pet peeve here lately, if you're going to ask for help, and I give you good, specific help, be sure to follow it. If you don't follow the help that I offer, be sure you have good reason not to. It's a little bit frustrating when a student asks for feedback on a paper, and I give them good, specific feedback, especially about the thesis or the topic sentences or the transitions, and then they just ignore it. So, just a word of advice. Be sure you read the play, be sure you read it carefully, read it 2 or 3 times, take good, solid notes. The other thing I encourage you to remember about Gilgamesh is this. One of the things that makes it so interesting is the fact that it is the earliest piece of literature from Mesopotamia. There really was a city and whether or not there was a Gilgamesh, I don't know, but it's an interesting story. And the theme of Gilgamesh is, what does it mean to be human? So no matter which aspect of Gilgamesh you choose to write about, his good friend Enkidu, the gods, the monsters, the journey, his quest for immortality, the death of his friend, whatever it is you choose to write about, whatever particular aspect, be sure you're really familiar with that. One thing you want to avoid in all of your writing this semester are factual errors. Because one of the things I'm looking for when I grade your paper is a mastery of the material. So in your paper, if you tell me, well, when Gilgamesh dies, yada, 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 that's wrong. Gilgamesh doesn't die at this point. So be sure to read the poem carefully, and if you have any questions, let me know. Good luck on your first assignment. Oh, it's due no later than 11:55 p.m. on Thursday, September 21st. We will turn our work in using the Turnitin app. I'll open it up later in the week, or probably next week. All right, good luck.